actually very pretty. I like it as decoration in the room. Also, I love morning coffee. It's not morning, but I'm a little late to the game because I zone out on Pinterest in the morning. I got so many good inspirations, and that's a little bit of my favorite start to the morning. Pinterest, like Instagram, is all about my hobbies and like things that interest me, and like if I feel more creative, and I am creative because I am about to be moving, but I don't have a flat yet. But I really am out of here. Like I'm not planning much, and I'm just resting, and my I can like throw everything together in 2 days, and then I can be gone. Like in a matter of a week I could like be moving. So I'm very in a creative and resting phase. So I got all these new ideas for decorations for a new home, and manifesting partnership, and just so excited for the city and the lake, and I know every little corner is actually very nice to go back to a place that you already like so much. I do always feel like that with perhaps moving to Vienna, and it's never manifesting. But Vienna is also so close to home for me, except that I don't like summer in Vienna because it's very hot. It's very hot and busy, so probably I would always want to stay in the summer in the lake city that I live close by. It's like a little city. It's like 110,000, and Vienna is millions of people. And I can never. It's not nice in summer. There are not really good places, lakes or work. There are a few piscines, like pools that are really old. They're really sweet, but I think they're quite crowded all the time. But I think there might be a few that are nice that I could find for me. But I feel most alive close to the lake because I grew up around lakes, so I crave that for me. Like I went skiing quite a bit with my parents, but I don't crave it because I'm not so favorite skier, and people have accidents, and my dad had a very bad ski accident too, and the like it's just not very safe. But they always go, and I think they have helmets now, but they had not had helmets for quite a while. I prefer like the cozier winter sports like sledding. I love sledding. I love ice skating. I love walking in the park with that. But yeah, I do like to go to. We have a mountain lake that is quite high, and it is frozen irregularly. And like most lakes don't freeze to that level anymore because it's warming up. So I love going there, at least once or twice in winter, but that's fine. Like if I have a winter where I cannot go out ice skating, I'm good. But I would probably go there next winter because I like it that much, and it's part of my routine, And I could always just make a weekend and go to 2 days ice skating. That's probably but in summer I just love one in the morning people go swimming, and after work people go swimming, and it's just very relaxing and calming, and there's nothing that I love more than water and lakes and also the ocean, but I prefer safe oceans. I will not go into the ocean if there are like any anything worse than stones, and like sea eagle, like those balls with thorns. What's the name? They are alive. They are actual animals. I don't know, but like I will not go if there are sharks or like um jellyfish or something. I'm not. No, I'm never. I loved I loved I loved working with the like with the stream and the heat of the waves when the ocean when I was little. I loved that. Like when it was we have flags, so when the flag is on yellow it's already quite tricky, and it's red you're not allowed to go into the water anymore in the ocean. And yellow means like lots of waves, and I loved it. I was just little, and I loved that. It just, hmm, liked it quite a bit. And yeah, so I love the challenge that the ocean brings sometimes. But the ocean is warming up now. Like in Italy, it already has, I think, 25 degrees or so. And it's not a lake. And we have lakes that will never, they are not close to, but like the small pond lakes, they are quite warm too. And especially in the ocean, it's very interesting that it's warm, and I'm not leaving anymore because that's how much I love the water of the ocean. I love the smell. I love just if you are in Italy and you get close to the ocean area, need to open up your windows in the cars and it smells divine. Like I thrive in summer. I thrive. And I had lots of beautiful occasions as a kid and at the ocean, so I made the best memories. Playing in warmth and good food and like everything a little bit different. And I love people of the Mediterranean area. I love their pride and their strength, as well as their nasty humor. It reminds me of my grandmother. She was also like that, but like not so much into the summer actually. I don't never get it. Like I'm free. I'm breaking free. I'm like all wild woman in summer when it's warm. You never see me ever again. Like I'm getting lost in streams and rivers and ponds and lakes and oceans. Like you're not seeing me. If I'm free in summer, you're not seeing me. But it shifts obviously. With growing up, you have things to do. But I always loved swimming the most. So I like I love taking bath time. That's cool. I love that. But it's not like swimming. It's not like swimming in a lake. The first time after a long winter you get to swim, it's so nice. It's so nice. And like yeah, and that's what I love about this town that I'm gonna be moving back to in Canton. It is built next to a beautiful lake, and that is so nice, and have very nice restaurants, and like it's a little fancy sometimes, so you have your normal life, but you can also just have fancy food and just with bike or e-bike or whatever you can with, or little hikes, but just little hikes. And I loved it in summer. I loved that the mountain in winter. I loved that the mountains are not too close, because I'm forever not forgetting avalanches that killed so many people. And I have actually ancestral blood. Like they come from mountain farmers. There's still a mountain farm that is, people live there and work there. So it did not get broke or anything, just it did not was not inherited by my part of the family. So the one of their wives, like I think there's more than one, but I'm not sure. But like the wife of the mountain farm, I met her when I was little with my grandma, and I actually like that woman. I thought, that's a warm person, and like she's actually funny and interesting. She still comes and visits my disabled aunt, and she brings presents and everything nice. And so I have this long lineage, paternal lineage, that comes from mountain farmers. And that is, I think, what my grandpa most was connected to. There's a quiet mountain farmer, and I knew my grandpa. I've seen him every day until I was 20 or so. Like he came and got food from my mom because she used to cook for them. She had to. My dad wanted that, so. But like, and I think I come after him. Like that's why I think I'm very much connected to this fear around winter, as well as this joy with summer, because summer is more easy, it's fun, is like work field, but also probably not alone. So anyways, like I think I have lots of respect from the mountains and avalanches from coming from that connection. Like have that in my blood. Like it is even with thunder, I'm always like very strategic and planning, and like if I see mountains, I'm gonna be gone. My father is also a little bit like that. When we went hiking, he was always very careful and attentive. And I don't know about my grandpa because we've never really been hiking together. But like he was very punctual. He did not risk no nothing. So I think that's a little bit of a trait that comes from family as well as part of your blood. And I will forever not forget how dangerous mountains can be. Like I've always heard stories, and people still die in avalanches in with skiing and all. You don't know, especially if they don't drive normally, where is all prepared for them for skiing and all, and fresh snow and all that can cause avalanches. And there's not a way how I would ever want to die or how I want anybody to die because it's so cold and shocking and it's quite intense force of nature. I would rather want to be hit by the thunder. Uh, what's the name? You know what I mean? It's just scary. As well as flooded rivers are also scary, but I don't have that in my ancestry. Like I don't have that, even though we had a few times we had the river flooding over, and my dad had to help neighbors, and I was still little. The cellar was full with mud and everything, so they had to help each other out on the countryside. They did that for free back in the days, because that's how the society was built. And um, um, yeah, so, I'm already so now it's 15 minutes. I need it today. I feel it. Like what I love with infrared sauna is that it's not ever hot. Like that's not a sauna, it's just a lamp. A sauna is more effective. Like I would probably be sleeping in a sauna right now. I feel like very rejuvenation state, but with a good like just this relaxed gathering energy. I want to be moving. I'm out of here place. So like I'm an absolute nature girly. I'm very happy, and I also think that comes from my paternal side. Um, and I appreciate it, but I know like it's not so much my mind. My mind has to learn it, but my body is very happy close to the lake. Like if I live in the city, I will be if all is normal and I have time, I will be out connecting to the land. Like swimming in the lake is fine. Like even if it's crowded, close to a lake, I never feel like I live in a city. So I have this little town that is very family friendly actually, and we have lots of shopping options, and like it is not super fancy how it's spelled, but you have these fancy places and restaurants. Can go to cinema if I want to. Like I have all these things to do, which I always loved so much since I left the countryside when I was 20 and moved to cities and I studied and all. And I love just having the options, going on walks. I'm somebody who loves go for a coffee. Like I love strolling around and going for coffees, trying cakes and like just buying little interior pieces, candles and all. That's my favorite day in a city, and it's not very pricey. So but I do intentionally go to restaurants. Like with if I meet friends, I would do that because I don't need to cook. And if I am celebrating, obviously I want a good restaurant. But other than that, I'm not craving eating food, dining out. Even though I will like get takeaway every week probably, but I'm more somebody who likes my own comfy place. and I'm not always loving to eat, so I have better time having my favorite music on, and like I prefer not being stressed while I'm eating. Like I love companionship, but I would rather get a cake and coffee rather than getting a whole program, but like just not on a daily basis, like not on a daily basis. And I love that better. And I love home cooking. Like I miss it. Like I could not be properly cooking in the last just yeah, since surgery last May until probably winter. And then I had the energy and I started cooking again, and I really felt that I've missed it. I really miss my own little kitchen. I love the practicality of it. I love having options and making exactly what I want and eat. Like it's forever be a treat for me to go to a restaurant. Like that's true. But like I can eat by myself, but I would rather go on times where it's not too busy, or I would rather eat out than in. So I don't want to be overstimulated, as well as I do mostly eat alone. So I I don't like, I just love just going to coffee places and cakes. That's my favorite. And then swimming is my favorite, and little bike tours is my favorite, and hiking little hikes my favorite. But I've not done it for a while because my body is still so but I'm also never forgetting that moving is essential for my body to thrive, because I come from very athletic people that were very sporty, and like all of my aunts, like grandparents, were very sporty, and the traditions around athletic things. And my father was very sporty. My mom is also a sports person, but she's also more on the mild side. Constantly makes her perform. Still to this day, she's 70 now. But yeah, I have very peaceful times. In the summer at the mountain, I am in my paradise. Like, even if there are lots of people, I don't mind that. I don't know. Like, I know people complain about tourism, but I've never had that. I never had a country that was not filled with tourists. Summer. So I always feel like, oh, cool, new people to meet, because I'm such a city girl. My grandma comes from the city, and like we've always had the most fun in the city too. So I think I'm more prone to be happy, connected with lots of crowds. I feel very lost and alone and isolated on the countryside easily. That's why I'm hopping so much online, because I know I'm not. But also I'm coping. I'm coping with streaming, and I'm learning every day. So I'm using it as practice and to spread like meditation and inspiration. And this is like a little infrared light lamp coffee rant, because the proper videos I'm gonna be posting on the other content. I'm just gonna record a little my little favorite longevity, no, anti-aging, like um, products and tools that I found the last year and years actually. So um, um, like slow aging, I would say slow, because I'm not anti-aging. I don't I'm very aware that I am aging, and what I'm mostly noticing is not so much that my face did actually really change. Like I need the products, and like because my face is getting grayish. I'm 37, and like even my face kind of went down. The earth is magnetic, and it went in my cheeks, and it did not get it because I have massage tools that help me shape my face. But it it just takes a little effort and makes a huge difference. Like I already love the look again, but for a little while I was very gray, and I had to take medication at the time, so it was both. medication as well as my skin changing. I did not feel very happy about my face. Then I got these few little products, and I just had so much fun using and trying all these products. And I have new routines, and I spent actually a little bit more time on myself, and I love that. Like, I'm such a grateful and appreciative person, guys, that I'm grateful for 5-10 minutes more every day that I spend on my skin mostly. And I did a little bit also change the colors. Like I've tried new lipsticks and all to see how is this like with the aging skin. It's good, and little new colors with my clothes and all. So it does help me have a boost, and I have a little bit of new cravings, because what I'm mostly feeling is how my hormones are changing. Like, I'm not perimenopausal or anything. Like, I don't really have problems on that side, but it's normal that you have less estrogen, and I feel that as more energy and strength coming in, and that's appreciated. That is appreciated, and that's also why I want to go back to the city, because I think I'm not gonna probably be so overstimulated, because I'm older. I'm not so much external, I'm more internal. Like, part of me is already shifting from how do I create this life to this is my life, this is what I want, and I'm not so much interested in other people. Like, this is like a little bit egoistic, but in a form of self-centeredness, not in like I'm not careful or caring, but I'm a little bit more self-centered, and I that's new. That's new. Also from my mind, like, it's appreciated, and like I know my favorite places, and I went through like lots of challenges in my life, and I learned, but also yeah, I'm not so distracted. Actually, I'm more focused, and coming from a life of yoga practice, yoga lifestyle, yoga philosophy, I am quite grounded mostly. I am very mindful to stay grounded and centered. It's a everyday, every breath practice and choice. Like, I'm not doing the tricky things. Like, I'm not winning competitions with what the yoga practice that I'm living, but I am steady, and I'm continued, and I'm happy, and it always brings me joy. That's why I do what I do differently to other people. This brings me joy. And I think I've just been so rested with my body. It feels very rested on the countryside, where my heart is so lonely that my body needs to be filled with that serene moments, and gets a little bit more crowded and busy again, because I really miss people and shopping and the lake. And I did not have plans what to do, actually, like city or no city after countryside, but I also did not know, can I stay here, do I need to stay, what are the aging family needs. But they don't need anything. They've shown that to me in a very rude way, and so I'm out. And yeah, so just a little chatty time. And I actually wanted to draw a card, but I don't know how to record it now. I'm gonna be trying, because I need both hands. That should be fine. Using my mug. This is I love that deck. It is so inspiring me. The Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. The artwork is by Jennifer Hawkyard. I love it. I love this deck. This is the back. Just, I loved it for inspiration and new insights. I rarely read the booklets because I mostly love the pictures and the little quotes and all. But some they have journaling questions and all. But mostly about the art. Lakshmi and Ganesh, prosperity vibration. You're attracting health, wealth, and happiness. Yeah, that's what we want to hear, right, guys? We are attracting that. Powerful, colorful. I love that. And it's very summery for me, that deck. Lots of summer. Like with the powerful colors. And just it's lightful. I feel very light and easy in summer. Like my mind is not struggling so much because my body is so rested, like with the warmth, and more relaxed because it's a little bit more vacation phase, and you're a little bit taking more time for yourself because it's the most beautiful time in the year, mostly. Kut to me, initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. That is a true quote. Your situation can initiate your personal gifts. You can find your strength overcoming personal challenges. Or like even in a successful state, you're gonna learn so much. You can learn always so much about you. Now I need to read the book because I need to know who that is, because I don't know if you know, but Lakshmi and Ganesh, they are just Hindu goddesses, god and goddesses. Lakshmi brings fortune and Ganesh too, I think. That's what they're about. And I've not heard about Kutumi, but she seems also probably Hindu. Like just using those pictures and stories, legends for inspiration. That's what I like. And they bring like positivity with the art, and the like it's not making them famous or a new stereotype, but the stories shall inspire, and it did inspire for many thousands of years. Kutumi, Master Kutumi or Kuthumi, also known simply as KH, was one of the original ascended masters of Theosophy. His name was a pseudonym given to protect the identity of a highly influential man from the Punjab region who is known to have encouraged the Maharaja of the time to reclaim his spiritual path. Now he is the keeper of the golden ray of wisdom, a divine energy that can be invoked to help us tune into the mysteries of the universe. Kutumi is an evolved soul working closely with the earth and appeals to anyone who is ready to move forward on their spiritual path. This divine master acts as a spiritual doorkeeper, somewhat like an energetic bouncer, holding space so that those embarking on the spiritual path can enter deep transcendental states and be protected from lower vibrations. This is a time to take your intentions, plans, and gifts to the next level. It's time to stop playing small and think beyond where you are now. If you have held back on dreams, intentions, or plans, allow yourself to start moving toward the life you want for yourself. Cosmic energy is surrounding you now, holding sacred space for you to dive deep into yourself in order to uncover gifts, talents, abilities, and more. The situation that you are moving through is very important for your life's path. Know that any limitations, challenges, or fears that are rising up are opportunities for you to fully show up and shine. Be aware that adversity is actually an opportunity to learn and teach. Know that there are no mistakes in the events that are unfolding for you now. Instead, there is a sacred plan based on the prayers, intentions, and visions you have had for yourself, your life, and your spiritual path. That's a good message to start a day, isn't it? That's what I love about it. Like, it's so positive and lightful. Like, for me, that's like light code art. That's how, but it's fun. Like, it's not meant to be only serious, It's not like reading the Bible at all. It's just bringing a little fun, inspiration, positive quote, good message through. And I've heard, like, mostly today with those cards, for me, have heard from this text and this art and these little quotes, I have learned that my struggles are bringing me to more into my own power center, because that's what I feel like with the last year. It really shown me where my strengths are, and I've been very challenged the last year. But I've never really started self-pitying me, because I knew it would not be helpful. I would like losing more energy. So I just stayed strong, and then it ended with a month of fever in spring, and that cooked the emotions out. So I have no idea how my emotions were at the time, because I did not give in into the lower vibrations and stayed in trust and prayerfulness, and that carried me through beautifully. And now I feel like I have found new forms of strength through the intention, be strong for me in the last year. Found more out about what if I'm not scared about my weaknesses winning, if I just am strong intentionally, just every day trying a little more, I find more about where are my strengths, like what are my new strengths. Like I'm shifting with my body, shifting from youth to middle age. I have a little bit of different energy, and like I feel like my habits are changing. Many people get more restful with age because they are more tired, and they've already lived a long life, so they're also feeling the life's exhaustion. So I feel that too, in a way, that there are lots of things that I thought I need to be or I need to achieve that fall out of my personal agenda, because I don't feel like they are too important. Like, I'm middle-aged, I've had health problems. I don't think I need to be worried about things that are like somebody's outer perception about me. Like, I'm not I'm not interested in being surrounded by people who judge me for a bad day, or like who I've known in my life, or like that I like I know lots of alternative paths of living, and that's something that I not mention to many people, because I know they have lots of options about it. And like, I don't want to be surrounded by them. I just want to be talking freely. And like, I have my, like, for a while I did not want to talk about many other things I looked into other than the usual promoted path, 9 to 5, and celebrating consumerism. I really want to be surrounded by people where I can just be who I am and talk who I am, and I know I have opinions now about these little other faces and bubbles that I know, and I'm through my how do I want to live in the society phase, and little projects, project phases. I know, I have a little bit of a established life philosophy that I don't need to share with everybody, but that is not secretive. And also, part of me want to hold the fork at the like hold the candle high for spiritual people, because I'm not super spiritual. I'm just a practitioner. Like, I'm not, but I like those people. Like, it's a little bit of a different personality type. For example, I am an INFJ with the Myers-Briggs testing. You can read about it if you want to, but cannot explain it properly. But I am an INFJ, which means like introverted, and like for me, it is very close, is INFP, and the difference between those both personalities is like the one is more stimulated by information and mindset, and the other is more interested in art and music and emotion. And that's how close those are. And like I feel a little bit with spiritual, like if I would be an INFP, I would be way more into spiritual theories and books and like the old knowledge. But I am more an INFJ, and I do always get the same test results. So I am definitely somebody who goes with mindset. I know that. I am like that. And I don't want people to be hiding because of their beautifulness and of their soul work. And I'm standing with them in a way. Just I feel like this is also a diversity topic, and it is like not inclusive, and it's not fair because I know people who are on drugs a lot and who are all about money, and they are not the better people just because they they do what like many people think is normal work and buy. And I would rather want to be one of the people who are struggling on a daily because their soul craves another experience for them, and I hope they will find it. I'm always a little bit including that you can find that step by step by step. You can find the soul aligned path. Like I'm not about ascended master. You are ascended master because you meditate. Like I will never tell you. But I'm also not telling you that you cannot be a healer or you cannot be strong in that priestess, queen, king, whatever you want to be, priest, like it's true for everybody. And like yeah, I'm very open-minded, and I've known so many people who struggle so much with the societal standard of all about work and money that did not resonate with people. Nobody wanted to get up for just money. Like I don't know, we all had money. Like we've never really had the issue that we did not have too much enough food, enough entertainment, play. We had all of those things, and like as a generation, so yeah, money is not the only thing that makes us tick. And I don't resonate with those people anymore, even though I know them, I worked and started with them, but I don't like them. I don't like the adults that they think they are, and like they are very ungrounded, very drugged sometimes, and very mean, and they don't always have nice things on their plan. Whereas people who are all about their own journey, they don't even have time to plan hate, revenge things for people that are not exactly who they like, because they're all busy figuring out what to do, for example. Like that's so much nicer. It's the more safe person. They are artful, they are inspirational, they have their own opinion, like they are not constantly repeating what they think they should say, which is very boring and nonsense. And so yeah, I'd also give in more into the artfulness and the fun and the creativity. Also I lived with the yoga tradition, like yoga principles, since I was 17, so I really don't resonate with people who only get up because they're strict. Like that's not my mindset. Like I might have a need, I might take a breath, I might need a healthy breakfast. Like I'm very different. Like I'm all health interested. I'm not ignoring my body. If I'm overeating, I'm just about why. But I know why I was overeating. I had the medication. I needed the extra energy that I lost because the medication was quite intense, and I lost my thyroid now because of it. And so I'm not taking anything. Um, um, and I can use my yoga better. And it's more the people that I resonate with, And I don't want people in my life who look at me like a Nazi and think I'm not allowed to talk about dreams or like raw cacao or like yoga retreats. Like, I will be sharing. I'm not always, like with the streaming, I have the intention with those topics, but I could talk about lots of other things because I know plenty, and like I love chatting and like just finding each other's interest and learning more, because people are very insightful and interesting. They have their own mind, and not everybody writes books about it, but people are not stupid. So I, yeah, I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit more about me. Like not in the everyday, but in my lifestyle, I'm grounded, I'm rooted, this is lived. So I'm not. I with 40, you cannot just be nobody, because you know who you are. Like this, very weird. Just I don't know. People are so strange. But I'm not giving a fuck. I'm surrounding myself with people with tribe that are easy for me, and like I'm not struggling anymore to like people who think they need to be liked. They say so. So yeah. I feel better with yoga tribe. I feel better with getting more energy into like those spiritual practices. For me, this is practice. Okay, I just use it. I am mindful. I listen to my soul. I love soul music. I love meditation music. I am a meditator, but no pressure, no achieving with that. Just beautiful, creative music around it. Drawing while you're meditating. I stay in meditative space throughout the day mostly. So I keep the grounded, I keep the center throughout the day, and then I'm falling into these meditative bubbles, and then I'm just staying peaceful. But I'm constantly also I do that with like mindful cooking. Like I'm staying in not only mindful, that is like traditionally would be a little bit more blank, but I would say this is a creative form of mindful meditation that I love. Then I'm cooking while I'm in a meditative state. With tasks that you're constantly repeating, people often say like this is getting meditative. Like you start having the relaxation benefits from standing there and cutting up the veggies for the stew. Or like if you wash the dishes, that can be very meditative. And yeah, you can integrate the practice into the everyday. And also you can sit down and play music, that is meditation. You can start every morning with a quiet cup of coffee for 10 minutes, which is good. I like to get my Pinterest on, and that is a little bit meditative, like zoning out with creativity, little manifestation. Like I don't always love to sit and have the blank in my day, because sometimes I don't crave it. But other days I could sit meditation for hours. But I learned that I mostly love meditating in community. Like I mostly love groups who meditate, because that feels to me the most natural. In a group, being quiet and fully focused on meditation, traveling deeper, and seeing that as spiritual practice, not so much as a mindset practice, as alignment practice. So, and I've tried different forms of meditations, and you've seen many meditation teachers, so there are many ways to find the calm. And it is the calm that I crave the most now. Whereas earlier I've really craved like higher self knowledge and wisdom, but I've given up on it. I've given up on it because I've not seen a single person who is really wise, and in my own life I've never met somebody. So I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good how I am. I don't need to have it figured out. I'm not an ascended master. Even though I will find the books that guide me, I find inspiration for a good mindset. But what the most important thing that I learned with my age is the power to say no a lot. No, just no. If it's not aligning, if it's not feeling well, if you're struggling constantly with your why, just go. Just change. Do something else, do something similar, but like move it around. Like the practice alone does not shift your experience. And there, middle age is a time where people have crises a lot, and I don't because I've learned to say no quite early in my life. So I don't really have a struggling much with the aging process. I'm more observing again. I'm trying to be not so much judgmental about it. And my ego is not a problem because I'm very proud of myself of how I conquered the last years filled with illness. I'm very proud that I persevered, that I found the calm, that I could smile, that I did not give in to fear and anxiety, that I stayed grounded and still open hearted, and I did not just get, you know, any and mean Grinch because I could have, but it turned out as it turned out, and I'm better now. And health is one of my most priorities, and that is a good focus for me. And I'm quite calm because doctors do really sometimes make you think of the worst a lot, and that's not very fair for patients, I think. That they make the story worse just because the average like probability could be bad. Like they don't look at your case in any neutrality. They see it just as possibly dangerous, and that's not a nice state to be in. So they're never gonna get me into that bubble, for example, ever again. Because I've have better health now. I needed surgery. I did not have cancer, and all of those things. Like my body is still weak from surgery, but I learned to sit with the freeze state body after surgery. So really, it really helped me deepen the practice, and a mindful lifestyle. And yeah. That's already very long, chat. I did not mean to talk that long. But that happens to me regularly with this streaming thing. Yeah, so thanks for listening to me. I'm gonna see you again. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.